Okay, so today I'm having a little bit of hangovers. Um, I, Yesterday I was going in my sauna with three Russians, and they wanted to drink beers in the sauna and while doing ice bath. And I never done that before, so I had to try it, and I don't recommend it. You get very drunk very fast, and your hangovers come really fast, and they're much stronger than normal. So, but anyway, I wanted to make a video about Ionic Foot Spa because I've been using it quite frequently recently, and I definitely can feel a difference. It's so amazing. I just first want to show people how simple a setup you can create, how cheap it is. I'm going to just use this camera. So basically, I'm sitting with my feet in it right now, down here. Let me see. Yeah, this is my own construction. That is battery charger clip-ons, and it's a battery charger that's attached. And then these are stainless steel plates that I cut out. So there's plates in the water, and this is basically plastic pipes that I cut ridges in. So they basically are holding the plate or at the bottom and at the top. You're seeing it at the top. And then my feet is just being uh, flooded with negative ions. And there's a lot of salt in this water. So high salt content. And then I turn on the battery charger. And the battery charger is right here. Like this is it. And basically, you can see there's high charge right now. And it's on the 12 volt and 6 amps. You can also do 6 volt, 6 amps, 12 volt, 2 amps. But this one seems to be the strongest, so that's what I do. And it's totally working. My hangovers are disappearing. And so I wanted to share this again because some people, they need to hear this many times before they actually start getting it. What's going on in this water is a lot of negative ions are being released into the water, which is going into your body, which is, and then I think positive ions are being flooded out of the body and into the circuit system. So basically you're filled up with negative ions. It's kind of like grounding on steroids, and all the stuff you see in the water, by the way, it's not toxins coming out of my feet. It's the oxidation between the two plates of the minerals in the salt. So a lot of people are thinking, oh, that's the toxins. No, it's not. Some toxins are coming out of the feet, but not enough to create such a mess. There's been a lot of debunking of the Ionic Foot Spas. And I understand why. That's because people are claiming that all that stuff you see in the water is toxins. And so they test it, measure it, and they find out that it's not. And it's just the oxidation of the minerals. And so ergo, the Ionic Foot Spa can not be real. It's not working, blah, blah, which is not true. What's really going on is you're doing this ionic exchange inside your body. And so heavy metals they're stuck to your tissues with an electric charge, electromagnetic charge. And when you're flooding the body with all these negative ions, what happens is this charge is released. And these heavy metals are released into the bloodstream. So you have to do a lot of chelation agents when you're doing Ionic Foot Spa. Get some charcoal, zeolite, or some high quality fulvic acids, etc., EDTA, bentonite clay, chlorella, spirulina. Now here's the thing with the plant-based ones. They can grab the heavy metal, but they cannot hold it for a long time. At one point they lose the charge and they're releasing it back into your bloodstream, and then it reattaches itself to a tissue somewhere else in the body and create the damage all over again. So you've got to have to find some chelation agents that are very strong and powerful that can hold on to the heavy metals all the way out. I'm using fulvic acid, and charcoal and zeolite, all of it together. And what else do I need to say? Oh yeah, so Dr. Dietrich Klinghardt, he's a big proponent of this, and he's using it for autistic children and with Lyme disease, etc. It's increasing the redox potential in your body, the voltage, of course, and I can really feel that. Lowers inflammation, and also they did test on the urine excretion. So they basically had people, they're testing their urine before, during, and after a session, and then the next day after, and the next day after, and up to 3 days after, they had a 600% increase of the aluminium released from the body. And I think also a lot of other heavy metals were released. I don't remember now specifically that article, but it was not just aluminum, it was other heavy metals as well. So basically, you're excreting through your urine lots of heavy metals after an ionic foot spa. And I can testify that myself by saying that when I've done ionic foot spa, if I forget to do the chelation, I get a massive headache and I can just feel I'm toxic right now. And then, but if I do it and I remember the chelation agents just before, right after, and also a little later than that, then it actually works well, and you get totally detoxed and you don't get a headache, etc. So I just wanted to mention that. And yeah, this car charger is like $60, and I had the plates cut out for like $15, and then you need a plastic bucket and some salt water. That's it. Okay, ciao.